Legacy Chronicles Presents, the new authors coaching program, transforming writers into successful authors. This week, we are continuing the topic, understanding the steps in becoming a new author. And here is your host, Peter Richard Scott, entrepreneurial strategist and publishing consultant.
So you are now making the decision. You have been thinking about it for so many years. You have been inspired by other individuals who have gone before. You see your friend or somebody in your network. They have gone ahead and they have published their book, and then you are saying to yourself, yes, you have something to say, you have something to write, and you want to do the same thing too. But how do you make the first steps? Well, this is what we're here to do. All right, so I have a few notes that I want to share with you. All right, so as you are preparing to write your first book, the number one thing that I want you to understand that it is going to take a considerable amount of time and energy and financial resources. So it is an investment. Becoming an author is an investment. And so you now have to have the right approach, because what it means, number one, it is going to take an investment, number one, of your time. The first investment that you will be making as you step into the role of becoming an author is your time. You'll have to take time out to begin to write and to begin to take the thought from your heart or from your mind and put it on paper. To arrange those thoughts is going to take a considerable amount of time. And you and I know that the amount of time that we already do not have to do everything else that is going on in your lives, and to take out time again to write, that is, as I said, a great investment that you have to be prepared to do. Even if you hire a ghostwriter to do your writing for you, then it is important that you will have to take the time to arrange your thoughts so that you can communicate exactly what it is you need to write, so that your ghostwriter will understand exactly what it is, the goal that you want to reach, and the information that you want to provide for your audience. So the first thing you have to take into consideration, it's an investment of your time. So you have to allocate. You'll have to begin to look at your time overall, and you've got to begin to plan and schedule your time, when and how you're going to communicate the information that you have to put forward. All right, so even as you're beginning to think about the time that you're going to be investing, the next investment that you will also have to consider is an investment of your finances, because to write a good book, it's going to take an amount of you will be hiring an editor. You're going to need a graphic artist, somebody to work on the cover of your book. You're going to need to market. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to present a list of items that you will need to put together in order to for where as far as the investment of finances are concerned. All the things that is going to be required, from, as I said, from designing a book cover to actually buying an ISBN, and all that goes on between, to the printing of the book, all that goes on between that. I'm going to create a list so that you will have it. So there'll be an investment of your time, which is one of the largest investment that you will have, and then there's an investment of your finances as you move forward in doing this. All right, so as you move forward on this path, there are certain elements that you have to consider, and the information that you're about to give birth to I want you to think about that information as how someone will actually build a house or build a building. An architect or a builder, a contractor, the first thing that the individual who is going to build needs to have is a foundation, a roadmap, a diagram, and a blueprint, so to speak. A blueprint. You're going to need to have a blueprint of what you are going to be producing as a writer, as an author. And so you will have to take some time again, as I mentioned, the first thing, even before you invest money. So let me repeat again, the greatest investment that you, not even money, it's the time. Because long before you even starting to writing, if you're going to be an author, then you've got to begin to plan. It is very important for you to take the time out to begin to plan your roadmap, to create a blueprint of what it is that you will be producing from your heart and from your mind. And as you do know, as the saying goes, those who plan to, or those who fail to plan is actually planning to fail. So just like an architect or a builder, as you build your career as an author, it is important that you take time out to create your blueprint, design what it is that you want to do, what is it that you want to accomplish as an author. And so it's going to come down to basically two things, or for a couple of things. I actually have four things that you'll need to do as you create your foundation as a new author. Number one, and these are formulated into four questions. Four base. Who are you? Ask yourself. I'm asking you, who are you? And what are the problems you were born to solve? And what are the 1 to 5 words that depicts the solution to those problems? And number 4, how do you form your solution words, those 1 to 5 words? How do you form those words into a statement that will define your mission to solve the problems that you were born to solve? Once you have these basic questions, creating or intertwined into your blueprint, or designed rather into your blueprint, then you have a firm foundation upon which you're going to be building. It's going to take time for you to really sit and look yourself in the mirror, for you to do some evaluation, some self-evaluation, and it requires for you to dig deep. Because as an author, what you are creating is a level of authority. You're building your platform of authority. And once you begin to build that platform of authority, remember this, you are like nobody else. And if you should scour through the abundance of books that are out there, there are so many similarities, but you do not want to be just like anybody else. And so for you to actually define who you are among so many thousands and millions of authors in the marketplace, I'm saying to you, do it, start it right. And how are you going to start it right? Is by establishing who you are and how you're going to become, how you're going to demonstrate, how you're going to define that person, who you are, so that you can stand out in the marketplace. I really hope that this is a sense of encouragement to you, or this will bring some kind of enlightenment, so that you will begin to create your path that you will walk on to go out into the marketplace, or to go out and to build your platform, to communicate your life-changing message. All right, I'm going to bring it to an end here. I want to pour up. There's so much to be said about becoming a new author, but I want to make these programs to be a bite size so that you can just jump in, hear something that stimulates you, hear something that will encourage you and spur you forward to write your first book or to write your next book on your journey to become a successful author. So thanks for your time. I'll be, over the next couple of days between the next program, which is next week, Wednesday, I'll be dropping in some little encouragements and tidbits that will be able to inspire you on your journey to become a successful author. So thank you so much for your time, and I'm looking forward that we can, do some tremendous things together. Following up with these programs, also, I represent a number of individuals that I'm helping to write to become authors as well. And on this program, what we will be doing is to bring these individuals into on interviews. I'll be interviewing them here so that we can expose their work and then introduce them to the community as authors. And what I will also do, what I'm also focused on doing, are those individuals who have already written their books. I would love the opportunity to connect with you so that we do some interviews right here on this program, so that you can get some exposure for your work as well. So let me say this to you: it's a pleasure for us to be sharing these moments. And let me say this to you in closing, that's your time. I do value every moment of your time. And one of my what I love to say to individuals who give me their time, because when you give a bit of your time and sharing a bit of your time, that time will never be, it's gone. If I take your money, if I take your house, if I take your car, chances are, because you have done it before, you can get another house, you can get another car, you can get the things that you lost, you can replace things back in your life. But when you lose time, when I take the time, from when I look and I notice that individuals have taken the time to read whatever I've posted here, that time is gone into history. And so it is my determination to bring some valuable information to you through this program, so it will become an investment of your time. So as you pay attention, as you read, as you take time out of your schedule to participate here, that it will be an investment of your time that will bring back return. So in the next week, the next couple of weeks, next couple of months, you will have your next or first book on the market. So thank you so much, and we will see you again next week, Wednesday at this time. Shalom.
Kingdom Code Substance, Systems, Structures, and Strategies.